not imagine how bad it would be for someone who doesn't know they're a TI. But there's this guy, Flesh Simulator. I think he's a TI. If you're famous, you can be a TI as long as you don't know it. Oh, and I got a new pillow. And whether I'm on drugs or not, I'm generally a happy person. Uh, but that is something to look at. Well, what about this thing that I wrote right before I got high? I was all hateful, talking about the fucking, you know, talking about the gang stalkers, how much I hate them. So they say that this is state access memory. When you're happy, you can only remember the other times you were happy. And that's actually why it's so dangerous if you're depressed and you have, not just for self harm, but just even for negative, like just negative trends. As a depressed mood or just a bad mood, you're just remembering everything else that you would have um, in a bad mood, if that makes sense. So it's like not realistic. But I was also in a bad mood when I wrote that too, because I had just been explaining how Oprah is evil to someone, and I felt like they were not really understanding it, and it was really upsetting me. And so, because I was like trying to prove it and I couldn't. I was like, well, she has a video with 270,000 views and only 1,000 people liked it. That means statistically that most people disliked it. And why would most people dislike it if Oprah is just a humanitarian? That's unheard of. I mean, that's the best proof I could come up with. And and then I was even feeling bad for Oprah. I'm like, yeah, she's an MK Ultra. She's a bystander. She's nothing in this. She has no power in this. She's a pawn in this. She couldn't just quit if she was like, I'm gonna expose it. She'd be killed instantly. She's trying her best to give love, well gag ordered. She's trying her best. I mean, or is she? Does she have kids? Could you say that someone who has kids and is a gang stalker is really, really evil? Like they're like, oh, I hate doing this. It sucks. But let's just have another 5 kids. Yeah, it's totally the world is evil. It sucks. But let's just have more kids. Could you I don't think Oprah has kids. Could you say maybe she's a humanitarian who's being trafficked herself? I mean, and then in which case all the people hating her doesn't even prove anything because they're just idiots too, like everyone else. Yeah, I don't know. And um yeah, I feel like I have the power back. I feel like everyone in the city knows that I'm awesome and that I'm being human sex trafficked and everyone's gag ordered. And cool, that's great. That validates me. And but as far as if I wanted to date or something, it has to be a gang stalker. I don't really think that's very cool. And then as far as having other people who I believe are real TIs, even though I do have my moments where I doubt, the overwhelming feeling is that they're real. And I, well, yeah, it would be nice if we had fucking the ability to have sex, or just to have sex, or even just have sex, whatever. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, it'd be cool to have sex, right? That's a human thing, right? Is that cool? Wouldn't that be cool to have sex? That would be really cool. That would be like what you like to do as a human, right? Wouldn't that be the most favorite thing that you do? And no matter what, skin color, we got something in common, right? We all like to have. Wouldn't you just like to have sex with? Isn't that a human thing? Well, yeah, you can, and with someone who loves you, and with someone who really loves you. That's the whole point. Remember, but it just might not be someone who understands you because they're getting their orders from a boomer. Really? Who's doing the gang stalking other than boomers? The controllers, who are the handlers, the ultimate, the highest up people in the gang stalking program, they're fucking boomers. And so you really want to date an avatar that the Jake Sully behind it is a boomer? It's like some super hot woman, but it's actually a boomer. And you know she really loves you. She's trapped. She's like, yeah, I'm running my boomer program on you, and this is all I can do. And underneath, I love you, but I can't. Like when you talk about anything true, I'm just like, I just start freezing up. And as someone who is aware of that, it's difficult. Like I'm like one of those veterinarians, and I'm petting the dog. I mean, I saw this guy. He's like, you have to not try to get the dog to pet you because you're gonna be butthurt. The dog's all fucking upset. It doesn't want you to pet it, and you make it about you. You're like, come here, dog. Come here. I want to help you. But you can't do that, and you actually get hurt feelings. And even as a fucking trained professional, I still have to remind myself, don't get hurt feelings by this dog not wanting to be pet by me. And I forget how that's, somehow you have to not get hurt feelings when your boomer avatar gang stalker friend family is, not receptive to your being a human. And you have to remember that, you know, this is like, um, I don't know. This is a special circumstance here, so don't take this personal here, and still have a good time. And and then if you're a fucking faggot like me, bleeding heart, you start just worrying about all the people who don't even know, who don't even know. Oh, you're just worried about those people. Like you want to go save the world and tell everyone? No, you just want to save the other victims. That's really your point. The normies? Oh, excuse me, normie. Excuse me, person who allowed me to get fucking butchered. I'd like to tell you, excuse me, person who didn't have the discernment, who allowed me, excuse me, complacent person who allowed me. I'd like to warn you about some public nuisance trouble, and for your own benefit. And to clear my name, I think I'd like your favor. Your favorable opinion, please. Well, it's true, actually. You would. Yeah, I want the gang stalkers to say, that's who I wish I was with. Yeah, I want that approval. I want that, absolutely. I deserve that. I want them to respect me and to like me. And I need to lay down. And that one person, I never meant to hurt you. Maybe I never hurt you as well. But I believe I did, which is more beautiful, more lovely that way. Because if I didn't, it would mean that you're actually someone who I don't like as much. But it doesn't. It doesn't really matter as well, But it does actually. It does actually matter. And so, But what I meant by that is there are other people who I love as much as you, but I don't love anyone more than you, which is very significant. Okay, so well, there are I don't know a handful. Probably there are probably less than 10 people I love. Yeah, and well, it depends on. I don't count men as people, but if we're gonna do that, then there's probably some I'm forgetting too. So I just want to transfer how I feel. That's it, basically. And some good visuals. If I'm, I don't think I'm that attractive, but I'm good enough. I know some other TIs, and man, oh, it's more than just a nut bust. It's just everything. It validates me. You're so beautiful on every level. Do you know how much it validates me? Do you know how much it validates me? It's so good. I'm not trying to be sexy here. If you think that, if you fucking think that.